If you really want to get to know someone on a first date or you're trying to get closer to a friend, ask them what books were read to them on repeat as a child. This is my completely unscientific pet theory, but the older I get, the more I think that at 5 or 6, we gravitate towards like the truest and best versions of ourselves. And the stories we respond to then set us up for a lifetime and tell us a lot about what our interests will be. Like even more so than the books we claim are our favorites as adults. For example, the 2 books I obsessed over having read to me at that age were The Story of Ferdinand by Munro Leaf and D'Ailaire's Book of Greek Myths. Ferdinand is a bull who likes to sit by himself and smell the flowers until a series of unhappy accidents end up leading him into bullfighting, all before he can figure out how to be true to himself and get back to his pasture. I had this book read to me I do not even know how many times. And to this day, whenever a friend or a colleague tells me that they're expecting, this is usually the first baby gift that I get for them. And I only just found out it's also a banned book. In the lead up to World War II, the Axis-aligned powers didn't like the pacifist ideology of it, and so they did their best to get rid of it. If that's not kismet for my current interests and concerns around book banning in this country, I don't know what is. And D'Ailaire's Greek Myths set me up for both a love of history, especially the classics, and fantasy and speculative fiction, a lot of which I find to be downstream of our old mythologies. I've read thousands of books since those 2 were first read to me. I genuinely think you can get a handle on who I am and how I see the world and what I'm interested in with, those 2 books and 45 minutes of reading time. Anyways, I already said this is a completely unscientific theory, but I encourage you to test it out on your next date or the next time you're trying to get closer to a friend. And I'd love to hear what your version of these books are in the comments.